The Arade River is the most important line of the Algarve water west of the river Guadiana, had a key role in communicating with the Mediterranean and the Atlantic. Fortaleza de Santa Catarina, the Bastion fortification, situated on the right bank of the river, was built during the Philippine dynasty between 1631 and 1640, with the purpose to protect from the pirates and other dangers, which lost that purpose during the 19th century. Castelo de São João do Arade, Forte São João da Barra of Vila Nova de Portimão. It is a bastion of the 17th century fortress deployed on the left bank of the river. The beginning of your construction date is from 1643 to register and inspect vessels, enter the bar and eventual defense of same. When navigating the waters today are virtually imperceptible the traces and marks left by various communities that inhabited its banks or it passed. However, research work focusing on various areas of study have revealed evidence of several human occupations that interacted with this important waterway. Since 1970 and for nearly 3 decades, the dredging made in the mouths have provided multiple traces of ancient vessels, numerous artifacts dating back to the Roman era, along with other and traces of later periods. The defense and control the coast became essential. Even today are visible traces of some defensive structures of various times that throughout the ages were losing their initial functions and adapted to the needs of the time, while others were abandoned because of disuse and neglect. Cave of Ibn Emmer traces detected in this karst cavity refers to prehistoric periods, more precisely to the Middle Paleolithic, with characteristics attributable to Musierens culture associated with Homo neanderthalensis, which exploited marine resources available about 60,000 years. The Old Mill or Big Mill of Stomber is situated on the left bank of the river in the valley of the village, about 500 meters from the confluent with the Rio Arade. Ilhéu do Rosário, archaeological site situated at the confluence of the Odoloca Ribeira with the Arade, which collected significant spoils attributable to the Iron Age and the Roman period. The river Arade, busy and navigated from prehistory, was essential in the communication and access between the coast and the interior of the region. Was one of the ways used to distribute and receive products during the various periods of human occupation in the region. The Valentin Mill, although not mentioned in the book of the Almoxarifado, some researchers say there is a chance that it's from medieval time. The territory around the present-day city of Silves was certainly a continuous occupation of a resident population since the Iron Age. Is on the left bank of the river, where there was a chapel dedicated to Nossa Senhora da Piedade, the site chosen by the monks of the Capuchos da Província da Piedade for founding in 1518 to their house, the convent of Nossa Senhora do Paraíso. The city of Silves is the 12 kilometers upriver where existed in Islamic time an important seaport and shipbuilding yards. It was during the Islamic period, taking advantage of the strategic location and the geomorphology of the land, which was installing gradually on the right bank, a community that would give rise to the Islamic city of Chib, documented in historical sources from the 10th century. Arriving to Silves, the visitor can observe the old bridge over the Rio Arade, the building wrongly attributed to the Roman period, dating back to the late 14th century to the beginning of the 15th century, proven through chronology of brands or acronyms of flower beds, which are recorded in the sandstone blocks, also known as grès of Silves, that make up the 5 perfect round arches and carved seas that protect their pillars of impetuosity of the current of the waters of the river. Today, being a tourism industry booming, the tourists who travel in boats up the river to Silves to enjoy the best this city has to offer.